So this is going to be another video here, but this is going to be kind of like a how-to for void rays. I'll do a void ray build on this one. We're doing Oblivion Express, a good map for void rays. But every single Vorazun build is going to start off pretty much the exact same way, with 2 dark pylons, 2 gases, and then just follow straight up to the tech tree that you want to pursue. Some people like to add the charge lots, or the, what do they call them, sentinels? No, they're not sentinels. Centurions. They do soak up a little bit of the ground army, and they do take away a little bit of pressure from your void rays. And you will have a decent amount of extra minerals. Void rays do cost a decent amount of minerals to begin with, so you're not going to have a crazy amount, but you will have extra. But anyways, Dark Pylon right off the bat, basically waiting for the minerals to get to your gases. I do get that a little fast. It does make it so I lose a little bit of production time on probes, but not a lot.
Maybe you'd like to step up to the plate. I could use a partner or 2 on this.
Insufficient. And the same thing happens again there. I really just want to make sure I get that gas out. So now at this point I'm waiting for another Dark Pylon, and then I'm also waiting for the minerals to make a gateway. Staying on top of my production as always. I have another charge of my Dark Pylon, so I'll make sure to get that for my partner. Put it there so that all of this is cloaked. Staying on top of everything. Very important. I don't really plan on making too many Centurions, so I am just going to go straight into a Cybernetics core. I could make 2 of them if I wanted to get a lot of upgrades, but I'm not really focusing too much on that. I'll go ahead and start moving over there. One should be ready to go. And again, I'm going to have everything just rallied straight over there. No point in not doing that. Make a pylon here. Just waiting for my shadow card. Now normally, if I was going for Dark Templars, I would have a couple extra gateways. You even have a Forge if you wanted to get Forge, although I don't really go for too many upgrades. I'm going to go straight into that. And into those. I'm waiting for my Shadow Guard. Got that done. And then as soon as that's done, I'll blink and I'll just move out. So I'm just going to stay on top of all my production here, making sure that I continue to get everything out as fast as I can.
They're headed our way.
So unfortunately, for this specific mission, that doesn't necessarily net you the exact amount of time that you'd want, but I do have a partner that can take care of this, so that's pretty nice.
I've got visual on enemy.
If you want to wait until that's okay.
The enemy is attacking our probes.
I'm going to focus on just 2 Stargates in the beginning here, because I don't want to get too overzealous here and get too much production going, at least until I finished
Got eyes on your objective. Blow up that train.
saturating. Because once you saturate, you're going to be doing a lot better, but you still need to get to that point first. That's going to be all the probes I need. At this point, I really want to just keep all of the production going, and then the next step is going to be to get a fleet beacon. Once we get our fleet beacon, we'll be all set up. One of the nice things that you can do with Vorazun, if you want,
Upgrade has finished.
is time stop right away, or you can wait. It's up to you. But you can see that right now, basically 2 Stargates is really all you can get if you want to get upgrades and extra tech structures. Later on, I'll be getting up to 3 and then 4. But right now, that's not the main point of what I'm trying to do.
Target
I'm
neutralized.
going to stay on top of it like that. So I'm going to start building one extra one now, because I'm almost finished with upgrades. Not just yet. Make sure I get that.
Our allies are engaged in battle. More Vespine is required.
One more Stargate in just a minute. Actually, I'll wait on that extra Stargate. See, I'm starting to build up extra minerals here, and that's when you can actually make a little bit more of the Centurions if you wanted to. And then you have to decide whether you feel like you're more of a person who goes for dark pylons to support, or if you're a person who goes with black holes to support. Making sure that when you set up a new round of charges for your Voidrays, that you're setting up the new set of pylons so that you can get everything you need to get. Once I get this, I'm pretty much done. I will go for this one just in case I want to make a couple oracles, because I know that eventually Dark Templar are probably going to be coming with this army. So it's nice to have the...
Stop in time now.
Hey, what's going on? How you, man?
Our upgrade has finished.
Thanks for coming out, as always. The co-op goes well. Working on To Vorazun builds at the moment. Gonna make sure I get my last upgrade.
Research complete.
Nice. Yeah, so now I'm basically just gonna wait for the extra minerals. Zoom is good. This is a Void Ray build. I always have preferred Mass DT Corsair as my main army, but Void Rays are pretty darn good. I am gonna go ahead and get a forge at this point. I don't normally get that, but I gotta do something with all these extra minerals, and just producing Void Rays is not gonna be enough to get rid of them. My next attack wave coming
Hostile
from over
sighting
here.
inbound on our base.
But once you finish up all your upgrades, then you can actually get a 4th Stargate out, especially if you're making a few oracles. Alright, so I have the ability to do that. Make sure I do that. Now that I got that, I'm going to build a couple cannons here. A couple cannons here.
Cannot warp there.
Making sure I stay on top of all of my production.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Then we have the next attack wave coming from
More Vespine is required. More minerals required.
making sure I watch all of my
You got a train to catch, Commanders. You don't want to miss it, do you?
We require more Vespine gas.
make sure I watch all my production.
Our allies are engaged in battle. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Almost done with the upgrades, so then I'll be able to make
Defensive drone initiated.
Upgrade complete. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Train's on that bottom track.
like I
is
said,
faster
you can
than the others.
barely get away with
Try and
4.
stop 'em.
They're not always going to be producing optimally, but they will actually help you.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
But they will actually get you a little bit more production.
Looks like we could use a defensive.
This over here.
Destroyed.
They
could no more evade our wrath than their
We'll do
own
that
shadow.
instead.
The enemy moves against our base. Show them the folly of their ways.
Leave this here.
Our allies are engaged in battle. Prismatic core online. We face the enemy. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. I'm trying to think of what I want to do with Vorazun for this week, and I haven't quite figured it out yet. I'd like to do DT Corsair just because they have the ability to blink, but that's not the end-all be-all of what you want to have happen, though, you know?
Trains are leaving both stations at once. I guess they're trying to stay
I'll
on
make sure that I use
Griffin's
time
ready
stop for
boarding.
this one.
Our allies are engaged in
Attack our
battle.
enemies while time is distorted.
Staying on top of all of my production, as always.
Good job coaching those trains.
Well, the new mutation comes out on Asia early.
Their stock is in flames.
But what's going on, Hate? How you doing?
Engaged in battle.
Yeah, the Asia server gets it a little bit faster.
Engaged in battle.
See how many ravens? Doesn't have any ravens. Okay. Like I said, you don't get full
Additional pylons.
use out of the Stargates past 3,
The enemy is en route to
but
our base.
it does help a little bit.
Narazim, ignite your blades.
In battle.
It does help a little bit, like I said.
Bringing a defensive drone online.
Prismatic core online. More Vespine is required.
So are you saying try this week's mutation as in the one that's on this map?
Prismatic core online.
I think this one comes from below. I could be wrong.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
I'm making sure to have this over here on a control group. And now it's just, I don't know, I'm not going to go for any damage upgrades, or sorry, armor upgrades.
Our allies are engaged in battle. We face the enemy.
Incoming train. Do whatever it takes to derail it.
Insufficient energy.
Alright.
Our enemy
So now
has
at this
been
point, we
brought
need to
low.
worry about the extra bonus. And I am at max. I'm gonna go kill this off. Now that I'm at max, I will finish up my upgrades.
We're about to have company. Enemy forces are gunning for us.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Alright, let's go read up over here.
Online. Channel the light of iron.
The threads of fate lie bare.
We face the enemy. Prismatic core online.
This next one's going to be a double train, so I would like to go ahead
Threads of
and
fate lie bare.
This
An
phase. Our allies
Get that
are
taken
engaged
care of?
in battle. Annihilation commencing.
Voidrays are pretty awesome.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Activating defensive drone.
Especially when you can do stuff like this.
An Eldeen loss of
So I'm basically going to be able to catch all of them as they come out.
Our allies are engaged in battle.
Disrupting time now. Be ready to attack.
Annihilation commencing.
And oh yeah, come on, that one.
Objective has been destroyed.
Well done.
Go
It
ahead and
has
get over
fallen.
here now.
Our window is shut.
Channel the light of iron. Our allies are engaged in battle.
Yeah, then if you can stay on top.
It's the enemy.
I've been good, man. Thanks for asking.
That is not possible. We are at maximum supply.
Oh, those damn High Templars.
Got another fast one on the bottom track. Better move if you want to take it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Enemies
This is the
on
reason why I don't
defensive.
necessarily like
Prepare to defend.
Void Rays. Yeah, there was a lot of them. I thought I had enough black holes, but I guess I didn't.
Our allies are engaged in battle. Main objective destroyed.
Oh god. Look at all those damn
Slip through the
storms.
fingers of the Nerazim.
Our allies' base is under siege. Our probes are under attack. Our allies' base is under siege.
I mean, that was all me taking that out.
This vessel shall.
Martin really wasn't helped much. That's alright.
Are engaged in battle.
We got one train left. So my usual build when playing with Vorazun is DT Corsair. That is my most favorite build. I think it does the most damage.
I reckon they're running out of hardware to ship. Almost got him, Commander.
Then the other build that I like to do is
Got an enemy attack en route to our base.
what the hell's it called?
Well done. Bonus objective
Dark
complete.
Archon and
Activating defensive drone.
Sentinels?
Saknaku Afal. Prismatic core online.
I want to wait for another set or the time stop.
Our allies
I
are
do not want to get caught out.
Activating time stop. Attack when you are ready.
prismatic core. More Vespine is
I do not want to get caught out with all these voids.
Our allies are engaged in battle. Vespine. We require more Vespine gas.
Anyways, that's the end of that one.
Paradakural. Prismatic core online.
So we got to clear everything, but my partner basically left everything up to me.
Everyone in the ship. Go, go.
I don't know what time it is.
Attack.
I think it's probably going to be what, around 11 or something like that.
Has been destroyed.
You cannot flee from what you cannot see.
But I don't know what time the reveal is.
That's a done deal.
Oh, the new co-op commander. So I was trying to think of what else would have been good. I mean, honestly, I think adding a few Corsairs to that would have been very helpful. It would have forced the High Templar to be further back. Again, I was just going for Void Rays on that one. I'd like to add a couple Corsairs, but I just wanted to make sure I got right into that and did nothing but Void Rays for that one. So that's kind of the basic build. As you're going to be stuck on 3. Well, actually, you're going to be stuck on 2 Stargates in the beginning until you kind of get a saturation and a couple upgrades started. Once you get the upgrades from your fleet beacon done, that's when you can add a 3rd Stargate. or at least queued up, the first one. Once you get basic upgrades done, you can go ahead and start your fourth Stargate. And you don't really need the fourth Stargate in general sense. There are a couple opportunities where you actually do need the fourth Stargate, and that's just because you have a little bit more income than 3, but you don't quite have. You have like 3.5 Stargates worth of income with 2 bases. So it's not, like I said, you're not going to be able to fully utilize that fourth one, but it does help to get that extra 1 or 2 Void Rays out, or if you want to go ahead and make some Corsairs, that'll help as well. Anyways, I'm Hunter AFI. Thanks so much for watching. That was the Void Ray build.